Welcome back, everybody. It's DNA. One more time. May 1st, 2016. Springtime, hopefully.
The rain is finally over.
Yeah, it's been in and out, on and off, but
Feel like we was in Seattle.
that's pretty rough. But we back at y'all one more time. Brand new subject matter. It's gonna get a little dicey. So get ready.
Okay, first, I want to mention the word bitch. According to definition, it's a female dog. Now, of course, there's other definitions for it because we all as people use it for different reasons. Like we'll call a man a bitch because he acting like a little girl or whatever. We'll call a female a bitch because she your girl. My thing is, why would you call your girl, your homie, a bitch? And you don't want a guy to say, yo, bitch, what you doing, or come here, bitch, or, that's not endearing to me. I'm not, and he may be talking about, that's my bitch, so, but it would sound much better if he said, that's my lady, that's my girl, that's my homie, it's my road dog. Same thing as bitch to me. That's my road dog. We do everything together. Come and can't be my homie and we do everything together. Why do I have to be a bitch at all? Because it's degrading to me. I don't want nobody to call me that. Just like when guys say I don't want you to call me certain things, I don't want you to turn around and call me certain things. And a bitch is not one of the things I want you to call me. Just like I was in a conversation a long time ago with a couple of girls, and one of them said, these are bitches right here. I said, oh wow, no, I'm not. I'm your girl, your friend, but the moment you call me a bitch, we not friends no more. Because that's not, I don't think that's an endearing thing to say to your best friend or your girl or who you ride with, whatever it is. We keep downing ourselves to me, and I think every time you do that, it shows a different side of us, and I don't want to do that. Us as women, not nothing else. Us as women, we want to be up here with men, although we're not equal to men, but I think we should still be up here. And in order to be treated a certain way, you have to act a certain way. And I don't want to be acting or treated like a bitch, a dog, because to me, my dog can't sit at my table. I just don't do that. If I think a woman is a bitch to me, she ain't my friend. My friends sit at my table with me. My friends break bread with me. I don't break bread with dogs, and I don't want to be called a dog. How do you feel about what I'm saying?
Wow. First and foremost, yes, that is the Webster's version, but women like to call men dogs.
Some.
Yeah. We just speaking,
right.
General.
Right. Okay.
Women are quick to throw the term around.
Mm-hmm.
Man ain't nothing but a dog. Here, dog. Dog. Ruff. Okay,
right.
Fine. Right. Well, if we go from the beginning, if a man is a dog and a man was here first, debatable.
Yeah.
A man is here first, and a woman came from a man. If a man is a dog, then a woman would be a female dog, i.e., a bitch.
Now let's go back. Let's take that little bit of what you just said.
Okay.
First, you have to believe that man was here first. Like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Mm-hmm.
You have to believe a man was here first. And if mother created nature,
Mm-hmm.
you wasn't here first.
That's true. But if God created the universe and made man in his image,
Gotta believe that it's a man first. See,
well,
I don't
no,
think...
No. It's not necessarily that God created man in his, as in God is a he per se, image.
Mm-hmm.
God created man in his image, the image that he, you understand? See, that one word, very just like bitch, very easily has been, and is debatably taken out of context. You see?
You're right.
So we don't know if his image
right.
means God made man like God looks like,
right,
or God made man in the image that God felt that was the image that God would make man in.
mm-hmm.
Because I don't care how Christian you are, you could be the Pope. I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one person walking on God's green earth today or yesterday that can tell you, I met God personally. Boom. He right there. I know who this is. You understand? I believe in God. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I can never say I physically, hey, this is God. This is, you know, I never did that. And
Right.
nobody else can do that.
Right.
You understand? So that's why the Bible is always up, you know, for debate. And you got, you know, scholars, and, you know, you got lectures, and you got disagreements and what have you.
Right.
You know, now, I said that to say this. A man, as we know, you know, which clearly is supposed to be the one that's supposed to be the provider, you know, since the beginning of the time, go out, conquer, yada, yada, yada. Okay, fine. Certain terms, you know, certain phraseology, stuff like that. I mean, the bottom line is sticks and stones, you know. But, excuse me, you get the hood vernacular, you know, where it's, oh, yeah, oh, that's my girl, that's my bitch, that's my hoe. I mean, it's all kinds of degrading terminology used.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're supposed to be used with intent of endearment. But that
Right.
don't sound like,
Right.
you know, but the problem is, it's a generational
Mm-hmm.
disease.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because each one teach one. If this is how you talk,
Mm-hmm.
then this is what you teach your children.
Right.
You may teach your children not to curse, but if you curse all the time, when they grow up, they're going to curse.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because that's what they get. You know, if you teach your children when they're little to constantly read, then when they get older, they will continue to read.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you taught them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you constantly bash a person, sex, gender, race,
Right.
what have you,
Mm-hmm.
you get out what you put out. You understand? You get back what you put out. If you put it out there, it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a boomerang, you know? So the best way to stop that is the same way it started. You know, when you start a fire, it takes one spark.
Right.
You know, so to put that fire out, it'll take one drop of water.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, one drop of water is not going to put the fire out, but it'll start.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's how you put a fire out.
Right.
You know, so if we don't, as people in general, not black, white, green, yellow, people,
Mm-hmm.
if we don't learn to talk to each other better, if we can't communicate with each other better, if we can't find other words in the English language or in the language period, no matter what language you speak, because bitch is bitch in any language. You know,
Right.
I mean, whatever the word is in a foreign tongue, it's still the same meaning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and can it be used different ways? Yes, it can, of course. You know, some use it as, like you said, you know, terms of endearment. You know, that's this, that, but it's the word.
Right.
You know,
Right. Right.
and to refer to another man as a bitch is immediately degrading. That's almost like saying your mother to a black person.
Right.
Them's fighting words,
Right.
for real. You know, so what we need to understand as people is we have to learn to communicate with each other better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have to get a tighter grasp on our vernacular, because what we say, words can start wars or end them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and people say, you know, that childhood thing, you know, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. No, words can kill you. You understand? Really.
Yeah.
You know, and it's life and death in the power of the tongue. That's in the Bible. And that's for real.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really, you know, you say something wrong to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and particularly and especially in urban communities, you know, He disrespected me. She disrespected me. By saying something to you.
Right.
You know, can cause a repercussion that can end up in someone or several someone's demise.
Yeah.
Because of something you said. Just like you say stop, you can say go. Just like you say up, you can say down. Just like you say on, you can say off.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Okay? We have to be more selective in what you let fall out your mouth affects people. Okay? I tell my kids that all the time. You just don't let anything fall out your mouth. You got to look at it. You know,
right.
When it leave your brain, before it slide down that sliding board and jump out your mouth, you got to view it.
Right.
You got to catch it. Wait a minute. Should I say that? Should I let that out? Maybe not.
Think.
You
A
know?
lot of us don't think, we just speak.
You understand? And this is coming from a man who has no filter. You know, but certain things you have to think about before you say them. Because the thing about words, you can apologize, but once you put it out there, it's out there.
Right.
And it's nothing you can take back. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I said that. I didn't mean to say that. Yes, you did, because that's what you said.
I mean, it's been up there.
You know, that's why you hear, a lot of times you hear a drunk man speaks a sober mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people when under the influence of alcohol, you know, which is strangely enough a bit of a truth serum.
Right.
You know, because people tend to loosen up.
Mm-hmm.
They tongue get loose and they speak on how they feel.
Yep.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn. I don't like her anyway. She's stupid. All she ever do is come over here, blah, blah. I didn't know you felt like that. Well, you know, tomorrow,
Yeah.
you know, well, is that how you really felt? No. What are you talking about, dear?
Right.
You know, well, I didn't know you felt about my sister like that when she comes by. What are you talking about? I didn't know. Last night you said she was this and she was that, and you can stand, and she could, if she came over here again with them hungry kids, but I mean, you just went in, you know, because you have to learn that what you say carries weight, you know, and it's consequences. You know, your girl may not never know you didn't like her brother at all. Your mother may not know, you know, that you can't stand her new husband. You know? Okay? You may not find out till y'all have your first grandchild for your mother that she never liked your wife. You know? Because she never said anything.
Right.
You know, and one thing happened, and that New Year's party or that housewarming party or the kid's first birthday, that's even worse. You know, and just a word to the wise for all of us, don't never invite that drunk uncle, because we all got one of those. You know, so, but, I mean, seriously, just, we really need to be more selective in how we speak to each other, because I've said it again, and I will say it constantly, because the fact yet remains to be changed. We all on this ball together. Okay? We got our differences, and we should be concerned about more things than trying to bring each other down. Because no matter what race you are, no matter what your sexual orientation is, no matter what your religious, spiritual, moral, social, political beliefs are, we all on this ball together. So, again, this is why I say, take care of each other. Be good to each other. We all we got. Period. Not just you and your mother and your father and your cousin and your aunt and,
right.
You know, not just the black people or the white people or the Asians or the Indians. Or, you understand? We on this ball together.
Yep.
And contrary to popular belief, when something goes wrong, it goes wrong with all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Global warming affects all of us because we all on this globe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we need to do better. Each one teach one. Do something nice for somebody. Say something nice to somebody. Try that tomorrow.
Right.
When you go to work, when you go to school,
Build your vocabulary.
Try being nice to 3 people tomorrow.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Make it 3 strangers. Try that. See what happens. Just see what happens. You know, it may make you feel good, it may make you feel bad, you may feel nothing.
Yeah.
You know, but I guarantee you it'll make a difference. Because when you walk up to somebody that you don't know and you go, hey, how you doing? You having a good day? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know you.
Yeah, but seriously, most of the people that when you do that, it does catch them, you know.
Exactly.
But then they you know, hey, you know,
yeah, exactly.
because when I first moved here, a lot of people waved. You know, they didn't do that back in Chicago. You know, and it started making me wave. You know, and when they say, how you doing? And they just walking past.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
They didn't do that there. So
that's called a courtesy.
Right, and I like
it's called
that.
being cordial.
And I like that. And it changed me just like it changed, you know, a lot of other people. And
I'm
I think
from New
that's
York
how it
City.
should be. Right.
And in New York, you're not talking to nobody unless, you know, a stranger. Hey, how you doing? What you want? You know, for real.
I don't know you.
And
it shouldn't be that way.
I had that happen to me. You know, it took me a while to understand. You know, I would come home and I would tell my wife, my ex-wife, like, baby, people was talking to me. She said, "We in the South now, baby. You know, people speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's something that, you know, we need to bring back.
Yeah.
You know, we need to, you know, be decent to each other because you never know when you might need the help of a stranger.
Right.
You understand? If there's ever a fire in your home, a stranger comes in there and is willing to risk their life to get you and or your family or your belongings out of there. That's a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you got an issue and you call for help, ambulance, doctor, you know, authorities, you know, judicial system, the court. If you locked up, that CO, you understand? You don't know these people.
Right.
You know, and everybody is not out to get you. You know, you treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
And if you do that, and every one of us do that, this world will be a better place. And if you feel the need to call somebody out their name, call them something other than something degrading.
Right.
You know?
My grandma did say, a child of God.
That's right.
You know, she'd be mad.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
You know, so you don't have to say something, you know, you don't have to be mean about it.
Yeah. Just, it's really not worth it. So, again, be good to each other. We all we got. We here together. Just like this. It's just a lot more room, you know. But it's a lot more us, so. Till next time, it's DNA. Take it easy.